Hey, YouTube, Brandon here. We're going to do some deer jerky today, should say tonight. It's about midnight. I'm putting it on before I go to sleep. If you look at my other videos, I've always rotated like every 2.5 hours, 2 hours, somewhere in there. I had a guy email me the other day, or actually PM me, and told me he has the same model and he does it every 6 hours. So I'm gonna shoot for like rotating about every 4 hours. I'm doing 3 trays today. Here's the recipe. You can pause it and look at it. It's half a cup of, that's brown sugar. That should be brown sugar. A teaspoon of salt, quarter cup of soy sauce, tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, quarter teaspoon of garlic powder, quarter teaspoon of black pepper, half teaspoon of onion powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of liquid smoke. I used mesquite, but you can use hickory or whatever they got. Also, you could do this same recipe with beef. This is one of my beef recipes, and it comes out, you know, just as good. So I'm using the front leg of a deer. And what I've done is I've marinated it now. It's been about 10 hours. You want to do it at least 10 hours, but 12 to 16 is ideal. You know, you want it nice and dark, like about the color of a liver. You know, pretty dark. And I cut it up, and let's see. And I think I said this, but maybe not. It's probably about 2 pounds. This recipe is enough for about 2 pounds of meat. I cut it up in, it's probably 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch thick and 1/2 inch to an inch wide. So in strips, and there's a couple cubes in there as well. Some smaller than others, so some will probably finish before. I'm gonna get these trays loaded up, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, YouTube. We got all 3 trays loaded up to, you know, maximum capacity there. And you can tell this stuff's quite a bit thicker. If you watch my beef jerky video, that stuff was a lot thinner. I used flank steak, I believe. I went 48 hours with it, and it came out a little bit tough, a little bit overdone. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go 48 hours with it. I just cut it a lot thicker. So it should be about right. Some of it might be done about 36 hours. There's a few thinner pieces in there like that one. That's about a 1/4 inch thick. That's about the same as that flank steak. So it might be done in 36 hours, some of it. But we're going to keep rotating it, like I said, probably every 4 hours, I think, maybe. I'll go 4. He said he can do 6, I'll do 4, and I just feel safe with it. And, you know, I'll just smell the trays and make sure there's no burned plastic smell coming out of there. Because if you don't rotate it, this bottom tray will eventually melt if you leave it on here for, you know, 36 hours straight and never rotate. Not only will this beef jerky be done before this beef jerky, but, or whatever you're dehydrating for that matter, but it'll melt the bottom of this tray, so we don't want that. So I'll be back, and we'll check in on it in maybe 12 to 24 hours, somewhere in there, and we'll see where we're at. Alright, we're back. It's been about 14, 15 hours, somewhere in there. We're going to check it. Until it's a lot smaller. And it's still pretty rubbery. You gotta let it cool before you know if it's done or not, but it's only been 15 hours, so I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer. Probably not much. I figured it would take a lot longer, but it's not taking that long. You can tell some of my strips are a lot thinner than others, so I don't know, we'll let it go maybe another 4 or 5 hours and check it again and see where we're at. Actually take a piece off, let it cool, and break it open, see what it looks like on the inside. So we'll be back as soon as we check it again. Alright, we're back, YouTube. It's been about 36 hours we've let this go for. Even the little pieces we haven't taken any at all out. It's been cooling for about 2 hours now, so it's actually been about 38 hours since we started. We're going to go ahead and check it now. We're going to check a good meaty sized piece like this. You can tell it's stuck to the tray. That's because I didn't wipe off the marinade. I don't like doing it, and it cracks right in half. Looks to be done to me. Take a smaller piece like this and do the same. The bigger piece is done, I'm sure this is, but see, that's a little overdone. It crisped, it broke right in half. It shouldn't break in half. It should have a little bit of, I mean, it should break, but it should have a little bit of something holding it on there. It'd be kind of pliable, leathery, like a real hard leather filling. But I'm going to call this batch done. Some of it's overdone. Now we know next time. Definitely take some out in 24 hours and let the bigger stuff go for 36 hours. We got quite a bit of jerky here. Started off with about 2 pounds. We probably have about 2 ounces now. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was a little bit helpful. Any questions, just you're better off PMing me, because I never look at these videos after I put them up. So, thanks for watching, YouTube. Sorry about that, YouTube. I forgot to do a taste test for you. Well, I tasted it, and it tastes good as hell. Needs a little bit more spice to it. But when I cook this shit, I usually cook it for the whole family, and the whole family don't like spice, just me and my boys do. So it's not, you know, if you do this recipe and you like spice, add some cayenne pepper or a little bit more black pepper, whatever you like, to the mixture before you marinate. And it did come out a little bit hard. Any beef jerky or any jerky I've ever made, the only thing I've ever done was deer and beef, but any jerky I've ever made has been a little bit hard of a finished product. And I know jerky's supposed to be hard, but I don't think it's supposed to be that hard. But I find that if you if you suck on it for a minute, bunch of nasty bastards. If you suck on it for a minute, it gets soft, and then it's, you know, chewable. Won't break a teeth. So, well, thanks for watching.